Welcome to Tarot Therapy Lab. Thank you so much for joining me for this video for the sign of Aquarius, February 2020. Now this could be your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. If you're a cross watcher, you might know it as the sign of someone you're close to and thinking about. So this is a spread from Emerald Lotus Divination. I'll go ahead and show you. Here we go. So there it is. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Okay. We'll do this. All right, so you can see it's the astrology-inspired tarot spread by Emerald Lotus Divination for the sign of Aquarius. This is what the spread's going to look like, and these are the questions that we'll be addressing. So let's go ahead and jump in. Give you a quick second to look at that a little bit more if you'd like. Okay, jump over here. All right, I'll leave that up for a bit here. We'll do it this way. So it's there if you are curious to go back to it. Okay, so I have all of the cards laid out. I'm going to pull a card from each deck to respond because of the deck's energy matching the energy of the question and of the energy that Aquarius is bringing to the question today. So we'll start out with, this is the Lightworker Oracle deck. This is a great deck by Elena Fairchild. And the first question we have today is a card that best describes me currently, or best describes Aquarius currently. So we have bottom of the deck, starting out energy. Bottom of the deck energy is, can you see? Earth Healing. Card number 38, breaking down to an 11. That's a master number of spiritual teaching. Top of deck energy. Ooh, this is so Aquarius already. Got Soul Child. That's the name of this card. So you can look at that imagery. Nice, beautiful colors. And that's card number 14, breaking down to a 5, representing change. So I'm going to shuffle. Okay, and now we have bottom of deck energy, number 26, the Key of Light. There we go. Breaking down to an 8, that is material attainment. Oh, and then here we go on top. Perfect for you guys. Number 33, Master Healing. This is a very, very Aquarian card to me because of just the natural wisdom and healing capability that comes with being an Aquarius. Okay, so what's the card, Spirit, that represents Aquarius today? What card best describes Aquarius currently? What card best describes Aquarius currently? That one almost came out. All right. We have our friend comes back again. And what did I say? This card just feels very Aquarian right now. So the Master Healer card is the one that best describes you right now. Whether you're healing yourself, whether you're healing those around you, those at a distance, or all of the above. This is definitely an Aquarian card. And this is through your knowledge, through your learning, through what you know, through the information you hold and your cellular structure and DNA. And then we have Divine Grace, the Law of Efficiency, bottom of deck energy, which is the unexpressed motivation, and the expressed or conscious motivation is, wow, almost all of the master numbers in this deck have come out for you today, Aquarius. That's impressive. Okay. Oh, yep, there's some boobies, so you're into that. So the seventh ray of a ritual, order, and ceremony. So divine grace and the law of efficiency combined with the ritual. So you're going through and you're doing what you do, and it's very natural to you as the master healer is representing you. Okay, with that said, I want to go ahead and bless this card, bless this reading with this amazing, amazing clear vibrations energy spray. It's rose, Florida, and holy water. So my friend makes this, her company, Vibe Tribe Nation. If you want to look her up, that, oh my gosh, that smells so good. Okay, so I wanted to read the guided meditation for you. So as you meditate, Aquarius, remain true to what inspires your heart and commit to your spiritual path. You become an increasingly powerful healer. You are here to live your own life, to be true to what genuinely moves you. The unconditionally loving guide and ascended master, Serapis Bey, comes to you now with a blessing of master healing to further your success on your path. So good job, Aquarius. You got this. You're so good. Okay, for the next card, and I will put these to the side as we move on. The next card is going to represent, for you, Aquarius, why is Aquarius afraid of their emotions, which is, a lot of signs tend to be a little, emotions can be overwhelming, and especially as such a mentally dominant sign, that's your mental agility and prowess is really, it's non-comparable to others. So having such a strong mentality, it's important to have a strong connection to your heart as well, so that your truth is what you know, and that remains what you know. Okay, so why am I afraid of my emotions is the question. The bottom of the deck energy starting out is energy field adjustment. And we are using the Mermaid Oracle deck for this. So this is aura cleansing and health. That's what that spray just helped with. So since you are the aqua sign, I got some aqua cards here, the Mermaid deck. So the underlying energy here, just starting out, is as the master healer, acting to cleanse your own aura, your internal space, so that you can have a clean space to heal and to provide healing, right? An energy field adjustment, that's definitely speaking to the mind, heart, body connection. Top of deck energy is freedom here. A little bit rebellious, passionate. So independence and self-determination. That is completely you, Aquarius. That is completely you. So maybe an energy field adjustment so that you can express your freedom in a way that is suitable to the environment that you find yourself in currently. These are romance cards. Since it is February and we've got Valentine's Day today, I wanted to definitely, especially infuse some love into the reading. Romantic love. I usually just focus primarily on spiritual love, but our relationships, our love relationships on this, during our lives, are often the vehicles that teach us what love is on that higher plane. So now we have bottom of deck energy, farewell to the moon. So didn't we just have Moon Aquarius? Okay. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar and light cycles. So as you're changing your aura, changing your energy shift, embracing your freedom, saying goodbye to some things, being a part in symbiosis with the natural cycles that are occurring right now. And then the top of the deck energy is reflections, which is a very poignant counterpart to Farewell to the Moon. What does the moon do? It reflects the light of the sun so that we can see at night, which is card 17 breaking down to an 8, and this is card 16 breaking down to a 7. So neighbors. So reflections here is about, as change is occurring, as a master healer, reflecting so that you may accurately adjust yourself to remain in flow with your nature, with your truth, and with your capacity as a healer. So it says, reflections, what you contemplate can actualize, for Aquarius especially. All right, so we are asking, why am I afraid of emotions? So emotions are change, and it does require reflection. Okay, why am I afraid of my emotions? And that card just came right up. So, okay, so during change, maybe right now you feel a little bit adrift, a little bit like you are just going with the flow, and you want to take a more active role in your life right now, especially in your love life. Adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. And that's really a beautiful thing. That really is like the essence of love. We can only really give from our heart. We can only give love that which we have to give. And we can't just manufacture love, right? It's this pure, one of the purest forms of energy that there is. It's something that comes to us from a higher power, from a source, from, a universal love, principles, God. Some of our ascended masters are people who have practiced this and mastered it. Here, master healer here. So what it may feel like you're adrift or not in control whenever your emotions begin to surge, but that's just like a power surge. It's a surge of raw energy that can be transmuted in all the best ways possible to help you stay in the strength and the power and the magnitude of force of what's true to you. So while you're letting go, you're just trusting in something greater than yourself for a little bit to help you recalibrate in a way that's not supposed to be in your control. When you give it to the universe will respond. God will respond and show you something in a way that can only come from above, right? It's not weighed down by our experience here. So this is where the second card goes. Adrift. Very good. And that's 27 breaking down to a 9, which is the number of ascension. That's the final step, and then the cycle starts over again. A new cycle, new beginning. The next, and just in case you want, here's what those cards look like by Lucy Cavendish. Okay. So the next question is how I can begin to explore my emotions. And I'm going to use the Journey of Love deck for that one. Okay. Here is the Journey of Love box. So you can see that also by Elena Fairchild. She does great. I love her cards that have to do with love and romance. She has a very, very strong divine connection that is expressed as the beloved in her words. She has really beautiful words and energy and art. So, where'd they go? I just couldn't find love for a second there, y'all. Okay. So, starting out, so we have a drift here and master healing. And starting out, bottom of deck energy is falling. Okay, so it might feel like you're falling, like where, somewhere in between gravity and reality, the earth and the sky. But it's a feather here, so that, it's embrace the lightness to shine your light. And on top, sacred convergence, 28 breaking down to a 10, something new. So converging with your divine inspiration, what you're divinely guided towards at this time, as you are ascending in your abilities, right? So let's shuffle these. Okay. So now let's see what we've got. Bottom of deck energy. This is a very moon-oriented card again, and it's card number 17, breaking down to an 8 again. That is attainment. So her grace, this is about embracing the divine feminine. This is about just understanding grace. So there may be someone in your life who is showing a lot of grace to you, has been a great example of the embodiment of grace, of being kind even when you don't feel like it, of being compassionate even though it's hard, of forgiving even when it's not deserved. Oh, wow. Oh, someone really loves you. Or it could be you, Pisces. Another master number. This never happens. Loving all that is. Now that is grace embodied. Look at that beautiful light, that huge halo of enlightenment all around her. And the red cloth that she wears, that's passion, that's joy, that's connection. So 22, master number, loving all that is. So loving all of someone, loving every part of it, every part of the life that you have together, even if you're feeling adrift, because this merging, the sacred, it is sacred. And when you embrace that, it can be scary. It can be scary. Or maybe you're connecting with that energy inside of yourself. But this is really beautiful, Aquarius. It really is. Okay. Now the question here, we were talking about why you might be afraid of your emotions. So now we're talking about how you can begin to explore your emotions, how you can feel safe there in that space and begin to explore. How can it, Spirit, please guide this message? Aquarius, how Aquarius can begin to explore. Oh, ooh. Wow. You guys, I don't really usually do like sexy stuff, but this is a sexy reading, okay? We've got 2 cards for you. We've got the Lovers, which is 57, 57, breaking down to a 12, and then to a 3. So that is sacred union and creative. And then look at over here, heart of the moment, 16, breaking down to a 7, wisdom of the heart, the infinite wisdom that is imparted upon one who falls truly in love, right? It makes things clear and messy at the same time, but really because it's changed, because it's different than what was before you were in that state. This is really beautiful. We have falling, we have the Lovers, we have heart of the moment. This is a really strong message. So, and I'm not going to lie, it looks like some of y'all might be getting lucky. Okay, because she has such beautiful words, I'm going to read a little bit of her own words. She has poems and stuff that go along with each card. Let me get that set. Okay, Aquarius, here we go. Are you ready? All right. So, the Lovers, this card right here. Whoops. Okay, pausing again. Okay, I'm back. All right, the Lovers, this card right here. Yes, it's love. It drives you forward and pulls you back to your heart. It makes the mind mad with misunderstanding and breaks it open to enlighten compassion. It is love. Your yearning heart shall have it. Your destiny is to be the lover of the beloved. This oracle brings a message of love, love, love. It is finding you. Love is finding you now. Be open to it in all of its forms. Be the god and goddess of love and paint the town red, which you have the card to allow you to do that very thing right here. That's the reddest card I've ever seen. So there you go. Play in passionate embrace with life as Play in passionate embrace with life as your lover and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you're capable of handling. Love is a magic word that holds the universe together. It is both an emotion and something ephemeral that lives like a fire's glow or the pink light on the clouds after the sun has set. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, heart of the moment. Ready? This is a very passionate card. You're entering a time in your life where past and future are colliding. Yeah, that's so exciting. It's kind of scary. It's also super awesome. In this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue in a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean don't get scared. Let love in. Okay? Let love out. If you have love to share, share it. Say it. Be it. Express how your heart's desire. Give yourself permission to be happy, to be in love. It's okay. This may mean leaving a relationship or starting a new one. But even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of the heart of this moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, of judgment and anxiety, of loss and despair, and just be with your own heart right now? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself? Even if that trust says you have to wait a while longer before you can make a long-term decision or commitment. Is this a time when you can alter your future, stepping into relationship with another, with the divine, with yourself in a new way? Or this is a time, no question mark there. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the best direction. You have the heart of the divine within you. That's awesome. It's not too hard for you to choose to love. Let go of the people who want you to choose jealousy or fear or doubt. Their games are not nearly as fun. Not as fun as love. Choose love, and who knows? Maybe they'll join your party instead. This oracle brings you a message. You are in a transition zone in your life and relationships. It is one moment that will manifest as many opportunities, where one choice will open up many pathways to fulfillment for you. Makes it seem kind of important, which, that's the power behind it, is what gives it that importance, right? So that gravity, but here you are feeling adrift, and that's the right thing to do, to let go and connect to what's new, to what's true now. We always have the chance to create our future with our present choices, but at this time, you are in an especially fertile karmic period, having just come out of a cycle of learning and about to enter into a new cycle. This is the time to be willing to take a chance or a risk to be happy within yourself, no matter what is going on around you, right? This is a powerful message. Your life is about to take a karmic turn, and you can feel peace in that knowing. Love provides the opportunity to express the core essence of our very nature. It touches us at a level of feeling beyond the human norm and renders our beings incapable of a feeling with greater depth or wonder. Love is the fabric of life. It is the substance that holds it all together and the magic that opens the unknown. Wow. So that is a pretty awesome way to be able to begin to explore your emotions. That is the best emotion, and especially on Valentine's Day. Like, dang, dude, y'all are lucky. Like, just, I hope you know how lucky you are. But not only are you loved deeply and passionately, but you've got that same deep, passionate love inside of you bursting. This is awesome. And talk about some healing potential, healing power. Just, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm getting a little, whew, oh my gosh. Okay, so the next, we'll move on. I'll pause, but the next card will speak to a way that I can be more patient with others, right? And with others and with yourself too. Like, don't forget you, boo. So I'm going to rearrange so we can have these cards still out, and we'll bring the new ones right behind them. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay, here, let me scooch down. All right, so to address the question here for you, my dear, lovely, I'm falling in love with you because of this reading here, okay? Like, that was super, just inspiring here. Let me get this situated. Okay, not too much of a glare. Okay. All right. Maybe. Like, can you see? Okay. It's important that you be able to see, That's making a video. It's important to see things. Okay, so the next question, how to be more patient. The Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff. She, MD, a doctor, is Power of Surrender. It's talking, this is just clearly, no explanation needed, the best cards to address questions of this nature, right? To be more patient. So what do we need to surrender so that we don't feel strained when we are needing to be present? So starting out, bottom of deck energy. So this is the sort of subconscious or implicit energy, right? Surrender worry, okay? So to be more patient, let go of worry. Make a commitment to not lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out. Breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So that's underneath. That's in your quiet time. Now, and there you go. Breathe them out of your body. Breathe your worries and anxieties out of your body. And then here we have top of deck, very apropos, surrender to the wisdom of your body. So it's Valentine's Day, and with the lovers cards and everything here, enough said. But definitely make, your physical health is important. And when we're in a state of stress or anxiety over things, which is very normal, that's the natural human response to physiologically, intellectually, emotionally, psychologically, all of those different aspects, right? To change. And change is part of growth. And you deserve that growth. It's a part of moving forward. It's a part of ascending, transcending. So take care of your body. That's necessary, and the body naturally responds to change with the stress response. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So this card here was talking about, making a decision and listening to your heart. Following up the Lover's card here. So surrender worry and surrender to the wisdom of your body. Literally listen to your heart. Can I hear you? But physiologically, as it increased heart rate, increased perspiration, any tachycardia, any irregular beats, things like that. That's what the things, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so how can Aquarius Spirit guide us towards the message for Aquarius today in response to how they may be in this situation more patient? Ooh, it almost came out. So it went back in. It says surrender your addictions. It went back in. It didn't come out face forward, which is a rule I like to go by. How can Aquarius be more patient, Spirit? How can Aquarius be more patient? Well, we're both exercising patience right now. Usually a card comes out sooner than this. Okay, and here we go. So, we have surrender to receiving support and love. I'll place that there for a second. We're going to look at the top and bottom energies. So, when that card came out, it came out, and these are the energies surrounding it. The bottom of the deck, the implicit energy, are surrender your addictions. Addictions are really just anything that keep you bound to anything, to a state, to a position, to a way of thinking, to patterns of behavior or relating, to... Okay, enough said. So... whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Sometimes people are addicted to love, so surrender to receiving support and love seems more like this, with this card jumping out. This was the one that's talking to us. This is the one for you, right? Listen to your body. Think about what's weighing you, connecting you. What is there a cord connecting you to any fixed position? Okay? And that's where your anxiety speaks to you. And it's letting you know what you need to rearrange, how you need to shift your energy. Okay? So that you can embrace love and its highest vibration, right? Top of deck energy. Ooh, I kind of had a feeling this was coming. I'm starting to... Okay. So surrender your addictions. And then top of deck energy. This is how maybe other people are experiencing it, or how you may intellectually understand it. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Surrender to receiving support and love. So that may be a way of how you can show love and open the door to receiving support and love by giving people the opportunity, your consideration of their perspective, right? So that you can see and feel the love that is there, the truth that is there, or that maybe you want to believe is there and is not. But if you surrender your need to always be right, that's the only way to be able to broaden your perspective enough to make that assessment and then return to yourself again. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So, with that said, surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So right along with feeling adrift as the, why why is there, why are you feeling fear towards your own emotions? And acknowledging that fear that exists towards your own emotions as an emotion that can all be used towards, giving you that launch, that boost towards the next level for yourself and your life and in all realms of your life. So by taking the pressure off, receiving love from spirit, and then that will open you up even more to receiving the love reflected from others around you as well, and recognizing, having a more solid baseline, because you understand the love, what that love from spirit feels like. And even though it might be so powerful, it's a little bit scary, to embrace it and then find the balance in the reflection of that love and recognizing what's real and what's true and what's for you, because you have that baseline to measure it against internally. So the next card will speak to where to look to find more like-minded people, right? So those people that are going to reflect your truth back to you, like I just mentioned. Or, all right, give me 1 second. I gotta take a break because this really is a powerful reading. I gotta just... Okay, Aquarius, where to look to find more like-minded people? Well, Aquarius, holder of wisdom and wonder that you are, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck is the deck that I'm going to use to answer this question for you, or to embrace the message or answer from spirit, to be more precise. Colette Baron Reed, she's got tons of decks out there, and she's good. This is one of my first and favorites. So let's get started. Where to look to find more like-minded people. Excuse me. Okay, it's being creepy. So, yay. Where to look to find more like-minded people. Bottom of deck energy. Deep down, you are happy. You are standing on the key, and you are the key, and feeling light and, wonderful and fluffy, a little fluffy. That word just occurred. Oh my gosh, Aquarius, you're blowing me away. This is oh my gosh. So you heard the message thus far. The top of deck energy, you're happy because there is a loyal heart among you, okay? Probably more than one, reflecting that loyalty back to each other. And look at those two owls. Owls are the birds of wisdom, right? Of faith, of loyalty, of knowing, of seeing all things, because their head goes around a lot further than mine does. So that's beautiful. Like, having two different perspectives, being able to look around 360 degrees, wearing the rightful crowns, and then coming back around and locking in on each other. A loyal heart. That's so beautiful. Aquarius, you're blowing my mind. Okay, that's 35 breaking down to an 8. That's attainment. And then the bottom of deck, happy, 26 breaking down to an 8. Attainment. Yeah, so, whoa, double attainment. Ooh, just when you think it couldn't get any more fun. All right, Spirit, we're shuffling for Aquarius today. Where can Aquarius find more like-minded people? Similarly, kindred spirits, like minds. Where can Aquarius find more like-minded people? Where can Aquarius find? Okay. So, the never-ending story. 37 breaking down to a 1, a new beginning. So to me, what I'm getting from this card is that you want like-minded in the sense of people who crave variety, who enjoy different perspectives and digging into ideas and taking on creative vantage points. It's not the same thing. People who have that perspective and their like-mindedness, that their like-mindedness is the appreciation of that is different. So it's a never-ending story. You don't want that never-ending story of the same old, right? You want someone, and at the same time, when it having to do with love, that loyal heart, that's you're thinking about, if there's one person that's there for possibly forever, could be forever love, that when you're looking for like minds, you definitely, when in the face of making a commitment, want to be around people who stimulate that desire for diversity and creativity, for intellectual pursuit, because you're approaching and committing to something, right, that you know will be a long-term decision. And so being stimulated in that environment by different types of people will help you reach that decision with full force and your whole heart. So never-ending story. And this is also telling me that there's a sense of you don't want to repeat past relationships. You don't want to repeat what's already happened in your love life. You want to have the wisdom to take control of your own story. And then we have regeneration at 46, also breaking down to a 10. That is like, that never happens. Aquarius. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, you're blowing me away. So regeneration is about something new. It might be a never-ending story, but it's not as if you want it to end. It's never-ending because you get to create a new beginning, a new chapter, a new series, a new volume. You are writing this story, and you get to regenerate the character of your own narrative, the hero of your own story, the heroine of your own story, and all of the other supporting characters. You get to create that. And you have an opportunity right now to do that very thing. So let's see, where to look to find more like-minded people for Aquarius. Okay, this one came out, so we're taking it. When that one came out, we now have top of deck energy of the Fates. So regeneration, creating your own story, but one that is aligned with your true purpose, with fate, with your soul's purpose. Can you see it? Oh, okay, the Fates. The stars are aligned, right? To act in your truth. And the card that came out is Round and Round. $25 breaking down to a 7. Again, 7 being wisdom, which is totally you, Aquarius. Okay, give me one second. Okay, Aquarius. So this card speaks precisely to what I was just saying. I want you to see it a little bit better. Okay. There we go. Was that English? Okay. It's just so shiny. Okay, but I do like the way it kind of illuminates the spiral here. Okay, so round and round, essential meanings, the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. That falls right in line with everything that we've already, all the messages that have already come out for you today. Now, the oracle message here is the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, it might feel that way, feeling adrift. The truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. And we had the owls too with the the top and bottom of deck energy that first presented, right? So that's that sort of perspective. And it, I've already sort of spoken to this point too, so it's very validating when these messages come forward after you've already sort of spoken to the content of the card that presents. So Aquarius, this card is saying you will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. Like I'm shaking because it's so powerful. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. So I can't make up the stuff, that just comes to me when I look at the top and bottom of deck energy and know what card is going to fly out. So it's really validating that the very words in the book for this card speak to precisely the messages that were coming through with the previous cards and the surrounding energies. Yes, you actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. So this is really beautiful. So, I mean, you've grown into this place to where you've healed feeling adrift. You have the power. And now you're able to embrace this new love because of the love that was generated from your heart, from your mind, from the listening to your soul. You're able to share that with another person who then reflects it back to you. And you have this beautiful love. It's surrender to receiving support and love. Like, it's just all over this message for you, Aquarius. So round and round, the relationship message for this card. Are you wondering, how did I get here again? Right? It feels so. I've already kind of spoken to this, but I'll keep reading. Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar? Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person. It's not a never-ending story. It's a regenerating story, remember? Where you are the author. Don't be surprised that if you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person. So where to meet like-minded people who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. So if you're drawn to it, if that's your heart's desire, okay, what does that tell you about yourself? Are these things that you want to remain intact? Are there things, because you've got a huge wave of energy coming through right now, and so how do you want to ride it? Like, where do you want to end up when the wave has, the tide is broken? So you have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Really, think about it. That's what this is all about. Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. Stay out of the blame game. Look within. Find the core of whatever issue it is where blame is being dispensed, and take accountability rather than blaming. That's always a good thing to practice. So round and round also speaks of the infinity symbol, the duplicate loops of the two circles of the Vesica Pisces representing the sacred union. So where to find like-minded people? This is also telling me that the people who have known you for a long time, well, even just in memory, thinking about them or talking to them, if there's still good and healthy relationships in your life and people you have around, receive that love and support to reflect back to you how you've grown and how you're ready for this, or what you need to do to be completely ready, and listen to the truth in it that's reflected back to you, that's holier than we are, that's greater than we are, that's the higher self, the Buddha mind speaking to us and through us. So, wow, I'm just like, oh. The last card here, Aquarius, oh my gosh, I want this to be the message that never ends. Something I should start to explore further. Now, for that question, my dear, dear Aquarius, we are going to break out the Soul's Journey deck and maybe sprinkle in a little bit of divine guidance. So let's get started. I'll go grab those. Be right back. Okay, the deck was right here. I forgot it was there. I do kind of pause sometimes because I have to take a breath. So I grabbed it. I haven't touched anything. Bottom of deck energy is trust. And that's really pretty. It looks similar to the mandalas on the back of the cards. So the underlying energy here, the underlying frequency is trust. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay? It's all about, we can't express to others that which is not, we don't experience internally. So trusting yourself is how you can trusting the universe, trusting yourself, and then trusting others around you responsibly with wisdom, right? Top of deck, we're back. Physical health, right? So, speaking to something to explore further is what's healthy for you, making decisions based on what is healthiest for you, what is in your best interest, to be a healthy, whole, happy, aligned individual. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So safety also comes to mind. And understanding the healing, master healing properties of just the experience of love. Okay, just the experience of love is incredibly healing. And if for no other reason, allowing yourself to trust that feeling because it's best for your health, your heart health, your cognitive health, respiratory, you can breathe easier, all of those things. Okay, so done shuffling, and now we have bottom of deck energy, fear. So when it comes to physical health and trust, fear that's usually the way we experience when there's tension, right? Tension from not trusting, from our style of attachment, I'll say. Ooh, so fear, and green, just like the health card was, humor, okay? So how do we beat fear? Laugh. Don't take it so seriously. Look at the humor and the truth of it all. So here, the bottom of deck energy, the underlying energy, as we start to shuffle, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay. Preaching to the choir already, right? Humor. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, right? Because we're light workers and that's what we do. We focus on the lighter side so that we can bring that light to the darker shadows and integrate. So, Soul's Journey, something for my beautiful, I love you guys so much. Something for my beautiful Aquariuses to start to explore further. Spirit, something for my beautiful Aquariuses to start to explore further. Something for the beautiful Aquarius spirits out there to explore further. Something for the beautiful Aquarius spirits out there to explore further, Spirit, for February. Okay, it didn't come out. Something for my beautiful Aquarius spirits to explore further this February 2020. Holy Spirit. Okay, this one wanted to come out too. Ooh, the blame card almost came out. It didn't show its face, which, yeah, blame hardly ever does, right? But something for peace. That one almost came out, but it didn't. Okay. These cards have the same, follow the same rules as all of the other decks that we use this. See that? It didn't come out face up. I'll put it here. Happiness. I'm aware that being happy, right, the happy, happy card earlier, that being happy means that I am on the right path. So it didn't show its... Okay, so just take a look at this. The green color of the card here, that's heart chakra energy. Oh, look at the dolphins. You know, happiness is really, it's just the embodiment of finding one's purpose in life, right? Humor. See, I'm funny. You know. Okay, so the undercurrent energy for that card is judgment. Okay, so nothing gets in the way of happiness more than judgment. Saying, should this, should that. This says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So judgment, on the other side of the spectrum, or along the same spectrum, you find acceptance. So happiness, you're on the right path when you don't feel judged and you don't feel the need to judge, right? Or you can let it go and still feel safe. And then top of deck energy. So maybe we think that happiness is based on the definitions of comparison, social comparison, which leads to envy and judging this has this value, and that's, I will be happy when I have this or have that, or things look this way or look that way. But that's not the reality of happiness. You can be happy with absolutely nothing. You can be much happier with absolutely nothing than with absolutely everything. Absolutely everything is way too much. What is everything? It says here, envy, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So this is something for Aquarius as we move through February 2020, for you to explore a little bit more. Like, what is it that you're judging, or how do you feel you're being judged? And how is envy affecting your happiness, right? Because you deserve to be happy. You've got nothing but love, like, all around you, and just being permeated through you. So don't block it. That you deserve to be happy. Being happy means you're on the right path. So think about the ways that, social comparisons or ideas of what should or shouldn't be, attachments to outcomes or expectations for what you think life should look like or happiness should look like. And if you focus on just being happy and releasing the judgment and envy that are blockages, even for like a temporary moment, like just meditate on it, close your eyes, and just let yourself be happy. Let yourself feel the love. Let yourself be. Okay? And let go of attachments. And then when you open your eyes again, or if you're not in a meditative state, the next day, remember, anchor yourself to that happiness and let that be how you judge things, whether or not it brings that feeling to you, whether it reflects it back to you or not, because this is your life, it's your soul, and this is your journey. And if the cards didn't say it enough, I love you so much more than you know. I do. And you are so much stronger, more beautiful, intelligent, so intelligent, clever, ingenious, creative, bold, brave, and kind, compassionate, wise. You're so much more of all of those things than you know. Okay. Nothing but love. Until next time. Bye from Tarot Therapy.